Ladies and gentlemen, Bronny once again comes out and has a really good night versus the Boston Celtics. Yes, they do lose this game, but I continue to see growth from Bronny every game, and that is what we want to see. Now right here they're running this high pick and roll where they set that screen, they force the big to step up, and we immediately want to roll to the basket because this defense can do one of two things, right? They can either play a drop zone where this guy drops back, but since they don't want Bronny to pull up and shoot a mid-range, this guy bites up like we said, and as we roll to the basket, we get leverage to the lane with our big. So as Bronny comes off this thing, he waits for this big to overcommit. But now he reads the other side of the defense here, right? This guy tries to go back onto Bronny and create a switch. Back. Doesn't get it in time. And they get a wide open dunk opportunity. Being able to read the floor is a beautiful thing. And Bronny in this game read the floor really well. Had a couple of really good passes. And that was just one of them. We're going to break down all the film from Bronny in this game, and I want to show you why I believe Bronny is continuing to showcase why he could be a good player in the NBA with a little bit more development. However, before we dive into the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below a letter grade for Bronny throughout this year's Summer League. Let's dive into the video. Alright, here's another one I absolutely loved. Now, as Bronny's getting this pass to the corner, he knows he's got the upper hand because these guys need to close out. They need to run him off that three-point line. So watch this play here by Bronny. As he gets the ball, he's going to up fake. He's going to get his defender to overcommit, basically allowing him to get that baseline. Now, once you are able to get that initial leverage to the basket, you're going to create what we like to call strong or weak side rotation, maybe even both, right? Now, what does that mean? Essentially, you're going to have this big kind of step up, and this guy's got to now cover the big. Someone's going to be open, right? Unless they handle it differently, right? We drive by, big steps up. Now, 29 is supposed to go over and help guard that big, but he decides to stay on his guy down in the low post, that dunker spot. So we kick, and we get a wide open dunk opportunity for our teammate. Now, again, Celtics tried, but they just couldn't figure it out, man. Bronny, another really good pass right there, giving him the baseline, finding the strong side rotation from the big, and then dumping it down because no one picked up the big off the rotation. Now, my favorite thing about Bronny is his defensive intensity. I feel like the effort level is always amazing when you look at his overall game. Right, so right here, they kick it to Jordan Walsh. There's 1.6 seconds on the shot clock, so you have to contest everything. Right here, a lot of people are going to say, oh, he jumped on the pump fake. You have to. There's 1 second left on the shot clock. The guy has to get it up. Not only does he get up for it, but he also gets back down, repositions himself, and then contests it once again. I mean, what are you supposed to do? There's zeros on the clock, and Bronny played that absolutely perfectly. You have to love the intensity that he brings every single night on the defensive side of the floor. Alright, another quick play here in transition. Jordan Walsh goes for a steal. He drives right by. Now they have the number game, 3-on-2, offensive possession. Get the ball to your open guy, man. Get the ball to your shooter. DJ Stewart, I believe the former Celtic actually, ends up getting a wide open three-point opportunity, and that's what you get when you can get out in transition. Never allow opposing defenses to set up in their half-court set. Beautiful job here by Bronny. Once again, finding a teammate open for three. Let's go. All right, here's another one. I honestly find it so funny how I feel like every single Summer League game, they've asked Bronny to do something different, whether it be corner three-point shots, game 1, right? Game 2 was more defense, right? Covering Cooper Flag. I believe that was game 2, right? I mean, the defensive intensity in game 2 was amazing, right? Game 3 was more individual isolation scoring, right? Today was more assisting, finding open teammates. I feel like he is getting so much better. Now, right here, we're going to set a little bit of a screen up on the top. Once again, they're going to rotate the big over. Okay, now, as we come off this thing, we know from before, they want to fight over these screens and initially try to get back defensively, right? So, essentially, we're going to get this screen. We're going to come off it quickly. Now, watch him force the big to stay. He forces the big to stay, getting our big to roll into the basket. Now that weak side corner defender, everything's on him. He's got to cover point A, a good shooter, and he's got to cover point B in the big man roller. Right? A lot of pressure. Look at him up fake, get both guys up in the air for just a second as he finds his big open for a dunk again. The vision, the passing, love it, love it, love it. Bronny James is impressing me a ton. Now, before we get any further into the video, if we can get over, let's say, 400 likes on this video, we will be posting, again, non-stop Bronny videos throughout the entirety of the offseason, including Summer League, including preseason, including everything. Every game he plays in, we got you guys covered. So join the family if you haven't already done so, and subscribe to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. Turn on post notifications. That way you guys are notified when we post these videos. Look at this one. Nice little drive. Fake a screen right. Drives into the lane. Stops on a dime. And then floats this thing up there. Great job by Bronny. Alright, here we go. Another very similar play. We're going to set a vertical screen, which means we want to set a screen this way. We want to turn around and set the screen on the other side, or essentially screen this way, turn around, screen this way. Watch this play here by Bronny as he sets that screen. Boom, comes back the other way, sets another screen in this direction. Now, as we're coming downhill, look at how much space is available, because when that first screen was set on the opposite side, the big rotated, overcommitted to the wrong side because we flipped it. Great job by the offense. And now, boom, you have some separation that leads you to a wide open floater by Bronny once again. He seems like he's taking in that little Jalen Brunson game with those little floaters off screens. Beautiful job. I'm all in. Look at the hustle right here by Bronny. This is why I'm all in. Okay, the hustle. What he brings as a defender. What he brings as a high IQ understanding of the game. This guy's training with LeBron. Okay, his dad. He understands the game at a very high level. Oh my, what a move here. Nice finish. You guys can't tell me, for any Bronny haters out there, you can't tell me he's not getting better. You can't. This dude is getting drastically better. It looks like he feels so much more comfortable out here. And one, sound dumb. Bronny James is getting so much better here. He back this up just a little bit. Gets the isolation versus the big. Drives in. Stops. Floater off balance. And one. Hey. Coming, man. He's coming. This dude is getting good. Here's another just good pass that I saw in the game. We're going to set what we like to call a ghost screen. Essentially, we want to act like we're setting this screen so our defender rotates over. This guy's going to fight over the non-existing screen because it never happens, which means you create what we like to call a blender of the defense, a double team, essentially leaving Dalton Connect wide open for three. Behind the back pass, wide open shot. Ultimately, they do miss it. But Bronny does a great job. And here's another one. Pressing full court. Just hassling this Celtics offensive player. A lot of good things I saw in this game from Bronny. Hit some shots like that corner three there. I think he's ultimately getting way better. And I don't think we can kind of refuse to mention it anymore. Now, I'm going to be honest. Over the past year or so, Bronny James didn't really scare me. But right now, everything is changing. The fact that he's getting this much better, the NBA should be nervous. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar, but man, was he a steal in the NBA draft if he gets any better from here.